this is going to be something new for me. I know I've done a lot of shorts on YouTube, but not in this fashion where I compile a lot of my imagery from my cell phone and put it into a long form video. But since I had a lot of video and stills on the phone, I figured this would be a good way to do it. So on this video, we're going to take a close look into some of the things that we saw on our first day at Pittsburgh. Our first stop was the Heinz History Center, right in the heart of downtown Pittsburgh, and is certified as a Smithsonian Institute. This museum is dedicated to the history of Pittsburgh and its many contributions to technology innovation as well as public television. When you walk in, the first thing you see is a little memoir to Mr. John Heinz himself, as in the Heinz Bottling Company. You know, your favorite mustards, ketchups, and other sauces for your favorite foods, it's right there. One of the bigger exhibits in the museum is the Pittsburgh Sports History Center, which covers everything on sports in Pittsburgh, and I mean every sport that has gone through Pittsburgh. In addition to exhibits about glass making, and the Underground Railroad, there are other exhibits on the history of arts and culture that has gone through Pittsburgh, including one of my personal favorites, Henry Mancini. You cannot ignore the Great Race or the world-famous Pink Panther theme. And let's not forget Peter Gunn. And obviously, yes, because this is named the Heinz History Center, there is a great exhibit on the history of the Heinz Bottling Company, how it grew up from its roots, and how it became one of the biggest condiment producers in the United States of America. And if you grew up in your childhood watching public television, then you know that Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood is one of the greatest staples of American public television. His amazing shows on being kind to one another and general lessons on morality has stuck with generations throughout the entire world. Going into the set and seeing the great set as well as the wardrobe of Mr. Rogers was beyond humbling. On the other side of downtown, we find the Fort Pitt Museum, named after one of the most crucial military institutions in between the French and Indian War. Not only does it show great diagrams of how this area of the world came to be, but also how the military installation called Fort Pitt played a major factor in not only the French and Indian War, but also conflicts before and after. And just outside the museum, you will find what appears to be a tomb as well as a marker commemorating the great American souls who fought and gave their lives to the American Revolution. God bless them all. Without their sacrifice and bravery, the United States would not be where it is now. A free and independent republic. God bless the United States of America. And to wrap up our first day in downtown Pittsburgh, we visited another Major League ballpark, PNC Park, home of the Pittsburgh Pirates. It just so happens that my Houston Astros were visiting the Pittsburgh Pirates on this day, so we definitely took in a game. This park has been hailed by many Major League Baseball writers and talking heads as one of the most beautiful ballparks in the entire nation. And I was not disappointed. Not only do you get a fantastically beautiful view of the downtown Pittsburgh skyline, but you also get a crystal clear view of one of the 450 plus bridges in Pittsburgh, the Roberto Clemente Bridge, oddly named after one of Major League Baseball's greatest heroes and one of the greatest humanitarians in the game, Roberto Clemente. Now, I had dinner at a local pub called McFadden's before I entered the ballpark, so no, I did not try any of the cuisine at the ballpark. And I haven't really heard much about it, so I can't really give you a good review on any cuisine out here. But as we go up to the 400 level, which is where we sat, you can definitely see just how beautiful this ballpark is, especially as we go through the tunnel towards our seat. Now bear in mind, my home ballpark is Dyken Park in downtown Houston, which also has a great view of the Houston skyline. But I have to admit, I think PNC Park has one-upped Dyken Park as far as skyline views. I'm just being honest here. But then again, most times I'm at Dyken Park, the roof is closed because it needs to be closed because it's always so hot in the summertime. The temperature on this particular day at PNC Park was around 75 degrees Fahrenheit, and the average daytime high in Houston around summertime is around 93, 94. So that's why we always need the roof closed at Dyken Park, because it would just be unbearable if we had no roof. But for now, we're going to leave this compilation with more panoramic views of PNC Park. Go and check it out. It is so worth the visit. This is SFAPowerhouse signing off. Y'all take care, God bless, and enjoy the game.